open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow.
Hi sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here today. In today's video, we are decorating the kitchen for fall and I am beyond excited. I have so many beautiful decor pieces that I cannot wait to use, lots of cozy lighting. So if you're excited for this video, I would love it if you would hit that like button and let's get started. I have all of my decor laid out that I plan on using in the kitchen. I will link in my description box my 2025 fall haul video, but there are a few new pieces that I got that I wanted to share with you guys. This soap is one of them. I love the container. It was $9.99 from HomeSense. And then if you remember, I did share these beautiful placemats that I got from HomeSense that I was initially going to use in the kitchen, but then I saw these placemats. I love them so much more, so I plan on using these in the kitchen and the other ones maybe in the dining room. I was shopping at Michael's on the weekend and I saw these gorgeous faux pumpkin candles. I love these. These were buy one get one free and I thought they were so stunning, especially the glow from the candle. I do have a lot of pumpkins I plan on using, and the majority of these were actually from the Dollar Tree. And then these tea towels were from last year at HomeSense. I'm pulling them out again because I love them so much, as well as these cute little canisters from Michael's. This pumpkin pie slice is one of my favorites. I had to use this in the kitchen, as well as this cute little cutting board. I actually got that from Walmart this year. It was only $2 and I thought it would be so cute with my salt and pepper shaker displayed in the kitchen. And then another really pretty find was this gorgeous print from HomeSense. It was only $9.99. I thought that was such a great deal. It's so beautiful and I just can't wait to use this in the kitchen. And the last new piece is this gorgeous pumpkin platter. This was also from HomeSense. I believe it was $7.99, but I love that cream color. So moving into the kitchen, I've taken down all my summer decor, gave everything a really good clean, and I am so excited to bring the colors of fall into the kitchen. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like fall colors are the most beautiful in my home with my dark cabinets. So we're going to start off with this really pretty wicker rattan tray, and I'm going to place that on the island. I love having all my decor laid out in the living room, which is right beside the kitchen. It makes it so easy to pull my decor as I'm decorating. But I'm going to start off with this gorgeous gold candlestick. I love adding various heights when I'm decorating. I think it's more visually pleasing for the eye. And I did have this cute little stand that I thought I would place a smaller one on, and I just love the different heights of these pumpkins. If you've watched a lot of my fall videos in years past, I really gravitate toward that teal color mixed in with my fall. I think it's so gorgeous and it pairs so well with the burnt orange. So I did have this garland that I got from Jillian's a few years ago, and I decided to wrap this into the tray. And then I'm going to take all these pumpkins that I've been collecting. The velvet ones are from HomeSense, but all the other ones are from Dollar Tree. They are such good quality. I can't believe the price. They truly look like something you would find at Home Goods. But I have these cute little sweater pumpkins, which are my absolute favorite. And then I also have a few of these really gorgeous velvet pumpkins also. You guys will have to let me know in the comments what colors you're using for your fall decor this year. I absolutely love burnt orange. To me, I have to use that color every year. It just feels like fall, and I really think it looks so gorgeous paired with cream and that teal color. I'm going to layer in some twinkle lights now. You can find these at Michael's. I also get them at Costco. But the twinkle lights just look so gorgeous in the evening, in my opinion. They're so delicate and airy, and I think they're so beautiful to incorporate into your fall displays. I think this tray turned out so gorgeous. I'm so in love with all the colors and the beauty that it brings to the kitchen island. Next, we're going to go in and layer these gorgeous gold pumpkin placemats I got last year. I thought it would be so fun to tuck them under those newer placemats. It almost just makes it look like a pumpkin stem. And then I have these gorgeous leaf plates. They tie in so well to that garland. And I'm going to add a cute little pumpkin to the top of it, as well as this gorgeous glass set that I purchased this year from HomeSense. I really enjoy adding table settings to my island. Typically, we don't sit here. We just kind of have the decor here. If I'm hosting, I'll remove this decor just so it's a little bit more open. But I love the look of just styling it as if we were sitting here for supper. I think it's so fun. I don't have a big kitchen, but I still think you can make your space look really beautiful and cozy no matter the size. When I was initially setting up this decor, I did bring out chargers. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to use them, but after looking at how everything looked with the plates, I felt like they kind of got lost on the placemats. So I decided to go in with these chargers. I did purchase these from Dollar Tree, I believe a few years ago, and I feel like they really needed the chargers. Even though they do cover some of the design on the placemat, they bring in so much warmth. Next, I'm going to add this pumpkin spice soap to the sink, and I find it's the simple things like adding seasonal soap to my kitchen that make me the happiest. I really wanted to add a lot of pumpkins to my kitchen. I'm a maximalist, especially in the fall and winter, so I love the addition of these cute little pumpkins right by the sink. I was debating on adding cute little wreaths to the back of my bar stools, but I felt like there was enough going on in the kitchen that I didn't need to add that extra touch. Moving over now to the stove, I'm going to add this gorgeous tray, and then on top of it, I'm going to layer in that beautiful pumpkin plate that I purchased this year. Next, I am going to go in with this really pretty print that I got this year, and I love to layer my decor. I think it adds a lot more visual interest when you have multiple layers. So next, I have this really pretty wheat or corn stalk that I'm going to add to the back of this display just to fill in a little bit of space. And then for some color, I have these gorgeous stems in this cute little vase that I purchased from HomeSense quite a few years ago. These sweet little scallop dishes were from Michael's last year, I believe. They have the pumpkin print on the inside, and I think they look so cute. It just stacked up. I love, again, that pop of the burnt orange. It's so pretty. And then I'm going to add one of these cream velvet pumpkins to the inside. This sweet little cutting board is too cute, and for $2 I couldn't pass it up from Walmart. And then I am going to layer in my salt and pepper shaker. I love having these by the stove, and I think these little pumpkin ones are so adorable. To bring in some more ambiance, I do have this really pretty faux candle, and I think that really completes the look by the stove. This is so pretty, probably my favorite display that I've done in the kitchen thus far. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I think it's so sweet. I can't believe that we're already in August. I feel like the summer is just flying by, but I am truly so excited for fall. Next, I have this really cute pumpkin slice. I decided to add this to the back of my stove. And then we're going to go in with this riser. It's one of my favorites from Michael's. It's chippy and distressed. And to it, I'm going to add this paper plate holder that I thrifted. And this is one of my favorite all-time pieces. It's this pie holder with the scalloped edges in that gorgeous teal color. I had thrifted this faux apple pie, I think maybe last fall, and I thought it would be so cute to add to this pie dish. Definitely no one would know it was there unless they picked up the plate, but I thought it was a cute little added touch. I have this cute little apple basket. I decided to stack in some pumpkins, and this pumpkin is actually from the Dollar Tree. It's so gorgeous, one of my favorites, and you cannot beat the price. And then, of course, I did have to add a candle. I have the cinnamon sugar coffee cake from Bath and Body Works, and I thought this was so appropriate for the kitchen. It smells so amazing in here. It's definitely one of their stronger scents, I would say. So if you're not someone who likes strong scents, you might not love this one, but I think it's perfect for the kitchen because it does smell like baking. I would love to know in the comments if you've started your fall decorating or if you're just starting to think about it. I know everyone loves to decorate at different times. I've typically always started in August, even before YouTube, because I'm so excited for fall, but I know everyone has kind of their own timeline for starting. These little tins are my absolute favorite from Michaels. I did collect them for a few years. I kind of wanted to get another one this year. I think they're so adorable. And then I'm going to add this pumpkin to the top. Looking at it back, it kind of looks like a tomato, but it is a pumpkin. And then I'm going to layer in this really pretty scalloped plate. I really wanted to incorporate more brown into my decor this year. I love this amber pumpkin. It's so pretty. I just have my pumpkin spice coffee pods in here, and I absolutely love this displayed on the counter. I did add a candle kind of to mimic the candle on the other side of the stove, and I feel like it adds so much ambiance. And then I have this sweet little candle I picked up from Michaels this year with the nutmeg and the cinnamon. It's so adorable. I love how this is looking right by the Keurig stand. This pumpkin spice and everything nice mug is not from this year. I believe I got it a few years ago at HomeSense, but I do see similar styles all the time. We are going to make a pumpkin spice coffee. I don't know about you guys, but I love the smell and the sound of coffee being made. There's something so comforting and homey about it, and the whole kitchen smelled so amazing. Let me know in the comments what your favorite fall drink is. I have so many, but I definitely love apple cider also, but this tasted so good. I love anything pumpkin in the fall, probably all year round, but especially the fall, it tastes extra good. And then I'm going to add this mug holder. I have two of my favorite mugs in there. I wanted to show you guys these gorgeous wreaths. I did purchase these this year from HomeSense. They were $12.99 each, and I love that fall feel that they give to these really plain cupboards. They definitely jazz them up and make them feel a little more festive. I did decide to add this rolling pin right back above the microwave. I can still open my microwave and it doesn't fall. And then I have this beautiful pumpkin patch sign. It's my all-time favorite from Michaels, and I absolutely love it. To me, it's a staple piece I bring out every year. And then as a finishing little touch in this area, I am going to add these plaid Ralph Lauren tea towels. They are so beautiful and go so well with my color scheme this year. I don't know about you guys, but I do find it so comforting to bring out decor pieces that I use year after year that have so many memories attached to them. I think it is really nice to add in new pieces also, but something about those older pieces bring me so much joy. I decided to go in with this basket that I did purchase from Michaels this year. I added a riser and some hay to it. And then this pumpkin pie pumpkin is one of my all-time favorites from Michaels. I've had this probably for 4 or 5 years. And to it, I'm adding this cute little lamp. You can touch the top of it and it changes the settings. You can dim it. I love this so much. And to me, to make a cozy kitchen, you need lots of cozy lighting. So I love to add my lamps, candles, twinkle lights, anything that gives the space a little bit of glow, especially in the evenings now that it's getting darker a little bit earlier. I've had this really pretty print for a few months now. The gold frame is so pretty, and I thought it would look really nice on my kitchen countertop. And then I did have a few cutting boards that I also wanted to incorporate. Wood tones add so much warmth, and this little pumpkin one is so cute. I believe I got that last year from Walmart. I really wanted to add a garland to this area. I felt like it needed something to fill it in and bring in a little bit more warmth. This one is so pretty. I love the richness of the leaves. And then I'm also going to add in some more twinkle lights. I always love to think of lights as just adding that extra special touch. And in the evenings, I like to have all my big lights off and just have all my soft lights on, meaning all my lanterns and lamps and twinkle lights, and this just makes the kitchen feel so cozy. People have commented before, how do you utilize your kitchen with all this decor? And I completely understand it is a lot of decor, but it's easy for us to move anything if we need more space. And my husband is so used to my decorating that it doesn't even faze him anymore. He's so supportive of me, so I'm so grateful of that. I always love to add seasonal decor on top of my fridge, so I'm going to start by layering this tobacco basket. And then I have another basket that I'm sure I'm thrifted with a tea towel. And then to that, I'm going to add some of these gorgeous stems. I did get these at Michael's last year, but I'm pretty sure I saw the same ones again this year. I wanted this to look really organic, and then I thought the addition of these really pretty lighted stems, also from Michael's, would be so pretty just to add another element of coziness right above the fridge. I really like the layered look of baskets, so I had some more baskets. I added a pumpkin and some of these stems, and I decided to place these on top of the fridge also, and I think this looks so cozy and magical. I'm absolutely loving how the kitchen is turning out. It's so warm and cozy with all those burnt oranges. I did want to add these tea towels to the fridge. I wanted to break up all that stainless steel with some warmth, and I love these ones. And I did have my sweet little helper here with me. He was crying by his little treat drawer, so I knew that he wanted something to snack on. So I did give him that, and he went onto the couch to start eating his treat. I love watching Holstein eat his treats. I think it's so cute. He definitely plays with his food for a while before he actually eats it, but he brings so much joy into our home, and I'm so blessed to have him, and I know you all love seeing him as well. I'm going to go through the kitchen now and show you everything close up and just see how everything came together. I absolutely love it. I think this is one of my favorite kitchens that I've decorated for fall thus far, and that's saying a lot because I've really loved a lot of my other decor also through the years. But let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what your favorite decor piece was, or maybe your favorite vignette. I would love to hear from you all. But until the next video, friends, take care and God bless.
Open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold when the autumn leaves are playing chase. It puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September. Since I was a little
Hi sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here for this week's video. And in today's video, we're decorating the front entryway for fall. I am so excited to make this space feel cozy and welcoming for all of our guests and of course ourselves, and hopefully inspire and give you some decorating ideas along the way. I am just giving a little tour of the front entryway in case it's your first time to my channel, but I recently added these candle sconces right beside this wooden arch, and I think it really brings so much warmth to the space. I always love adding a seasonal wreath to my powder room door, and then I have that 3-tier little stand that is one of my favorite cozy nooks to decorate. I do always have these 2 lamps on my console table. They bring so much warmth to the entryway, and in the evenings I typically just have the lamps on. I really like the look that they bring, especially during the cozy seasons. But I did wipe all my surfaces with this apple cider Mrs. Meyer's that my sweet sister gifted me for my birthday, and it smells so amazing. Just before we get into the video, I would love it if you would take a minute to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I truly am so grateful and appreciative for all your support and love. I thought it would be really fun to play some really pretty fall music, relaxing music in general, and show you all my decorating. So I really hope you enjoy it and get all the cozy fall feels from watching.
Open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September. Since I was a little child, every year for as long as I remember, all the leaves were running wild, going all the way until November. Turn the world around us into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September. I wonder where they're going, the flight of swallows sailing through the sky. There's no way of knowing, but maybe someplace far from you and I. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September. When the autumn leaves are playing
Would you hold my hand, look me in the eyes? You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. Promise you won't leave my side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love. Tell me what you wanna do. I'll do anything. As long as I can be here with you, everything's alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love, love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love.
Lost again, going back around. Dreaming of a time when I get things right. Lost in the shadows of a million stars. Shouldn't they enlighten my near and far? Shouldn't they at all just tell me where you are? Send a prayer if I'm out of luck. Send a little love and I'll make it back. Send me a letter and a bottle of wine, telling me I will be fine. Baby, I'm stuck with a halfway heart. Slip away if I come too far. Pick me up when I'm in pieces. Oh, that halfway heart of mine is a rolling stone. Make me roll right home. Halfway hard, halfway hard. Sing to me if I lose my voice. Set a better route if I lose my course. Count on my company and I will come. Save me when I am falling. Save me when I am falling. Save my love when I fall.
was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up 'cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. And I think to myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well.
Hi, sweet friends. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy you're here for today's fall decorate with me. And today we are decorating the dining room. This is one of my favorite areas to decorate. I recently did purchase this huge rug from Costco. I absolutely love it, and I feel like it really opens up the dining room space. Before we get into the decorating, we're going to make a really cozy drink, and I did want to show you this new mug I purchased. It's a Ray Dunn mug. It says pumpkin spice. I could not resist picking this up to add to my mug collection. I think it's so unique and pretty, and nothing brings me more joy than making a drink in a really festive fall mug. I was really craving this pumpkin pie hot chocolate. I don't know how the weather is where you live, but here it's definitely getting cooler in the evenings and the mornings, and it definitely has that fall feel in the air. I already cannot believe that today is September 1st. I feel like the summer just flew by, but I am definitely here and ready to embrace all the cozy fall feels. I don't know about you guys, but I already started to make a list of all the fall things I want to do this season. So I have apple picking on there, going to a pumpkin patch, going to a corn maze, having a bonfire, just lots of fun treats to look forward to and activities. And I feel like that really helps you embrace the season. I also want to show you this adorable little pumpkin. It's this cute little glass one right beside my salt and pepper shakers. I got this for my birthday. I thought it was so special, and it was because me and my husband actually got engaged in a pumpkin patch. I don't know if I've ever shared that story with you guys, but I thought that was so special. And I decided that I would make some cinnamon rolls. I'm going to have these baking, and we're going to get right into the decorating. So let's get started. I'm going to start by decorating our buffet here, and I just added this hook to my mirror. I got this from the Dollar Tree, the hook. It just makes hanging wreaths so easy, and I'm going to go in with this burnt orange one. I purchased this a few years ago from HomeSense, I believe, but I love that color on it. And then this print I did get new this year from a local boutique called Jillian's. I love the simplicity of it as well as those bright orange pumpkins. And I'm going to go in with this gorgeous garland that was also from Jillian's. I love to layer my garlands, and this is just a base piece to add some fullness and dimension. And then we're going to go in with these really beautiful lights. Typically, I do use twinkle lights, but when I want something that's a little bit more substantial, I do pull out these lights. I am going to hide that brown cord. We're going to do lots of layering here. I tend to find when I start these layered looks, they can look really blah when you first start and you might not see the vision, but you just have to continue decorating and stacking your decor and layering it and you will get there. But these cozy lights are so pretty. They have a ton of versatile settings and I love to make them twinkle, especially in the evenings. I don't know about you guys, but when I start my fall decorating or any seasonal decorating, I typically go all out when I first start, meaning even if I start in July or August, I'm bringing out all my pumpkins. I'm not doing my decorating in a phased approach. I've always loved pumpkins. I'm definitely a maximalist, especially around the fall season. So I just want to encourage you to decorate in a way that brings you joy and happiness. And if someone doesn't like it, that's okay, because ultimately it brings you joy and it's your home. I have quite a few of these wheat stalks. I think they're so gorgeous. And then these rattan pumpkins, I did purchase quite a few of these a few years ago from Michael's. I absolutely love them and I think the texture is so pretty. These beautiful burnt orange pumpkins were a new purchase this year for me. They were $12.99 each, and I think I got 4 or 5. The lady at the register even said these look so realistic. I thought so as well, and I don't have anything really like them. A lot of my pumpkins are more muted, whereas these are so bright and beautiful. I couldn't resist them. And then I'm going to also layer in some of these acorns. I did purchase these from a local nursery a few years ago, and they're definitely some of my favorites. When I'm layering my decor, I love to add different textures, sizes, shapes, and these adorable little sweater pumpkins were from Dollar Tree. I believe they were only $1.25, and I think they look so cozy. I picked up these beautiful picks from Michael's a few years ago. I believe they might even still have them, but I thought I would add these in just for a little bit more texture, and I love these cute little more muted pumpkins, I guess. I think they're so gorgeous, so I just decided to add a few picks of these, and I think they really complete this look. I absolutely love how this buffet turned out. It's so simple, just adding in a few pieces that probably most of you already have, but all the textures and colors and then the twinkle of the lights really make it feel so festive and beautiful. I don't know about you guys, but decorating brings me so much joy. We're going to move down to this basket now, but then my timer went off. The cinnamon rolls were all done. These were so easy to make and the whole house smelled so amazing and cozy. You guys will have to let me know what some of your favorite baked goods are in the fall. I've definitely always loved cinnamon rolls and they feel like a fall staple. I also love anything pumpkin, pumpkin pie, really anything. And it's funny because I didn't grow up eating many pumpkin goods in my house, but when I met my husband, he introduced me to pumpkin pie and just various other pumpkin treats, and now they're definitely my favorite. Of course, I have my sweet little helper Holstein beside me. He's supervising me while I decorate. I'm going to add that initial pillow to the basket just so when I add this one, it doesn't sink to the bottom. I love this thankful pillow. I believe it was from Michael's a few years ago. And then I'm going to layer in this cozy striped scarf. We're gonna move over to the blanket ladder now, and I got this gorgeous blanket from my brother and sister-in-law for my birthday. I absolutely love it. It's this mustard yellow color. I thought this would be perfect on my blanket ladder, and it definitely brings in that really cozy fall feel. We're gonna move over now to my glass table and set this up. I love creating tablescapes seasonally. It's probably one of my favorite things to do. And we typically don't eat at our dining room table unless we have company over. So that's why I'm able to do this. But I'm gonna layer in a few of these runners. The white one I did have, but I purchased this gorgeous one with the leaves this year from HomeSense. I thought it was so stunning, and the colors of the leaves are so beautiful with the burnt oranges and that more mauvey purple color. The stitching, everything about this felt so elegant and high end, and I believe this was $24.99, but I love it so much. And there's my little helper asleep on the job. I wanted to go in with a few books just to create some height, and my sweet friend Mindy sent me this Anne of Green Gables book. I took the cover off to reveal this gorgeous burgundy book, and I thought it would be perfect on our table. So thank you so much, Mindy. You know me so well. Anne of Green Gables is definitely one of my favorite movies, and I've actually already watched it once this August to get me in the fall mood, and it's just one of those feel-good, happy movies that I could watch over and over again. I love the layered look of the pumpkins on top of the books, and to bring in some height and warmth, I have these two gold candlesticks as well as these burnt orange candles. I purchase the candlesticks and candles at HomeSense. I bring them out every season, and then I did purchase these cute little squirrels on the acorns this year. They were a pack of 2 from HomeSense, and I believe they were $19.99, but I thought they were just so adorable, and they look so sweet on the table. I did have a bag of these acorns. I believe I got them from the Dollar Tree a few years ago, and I thought I would just scatter a few on the tablescape as well. And then these gorgeous votive glass holders are actually from our wedding. I've saved them all these years, and I think they're so pretty with that mercury glass. I decided to tuck in a few of these on the table just for some added light and warmth. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely know that fall is my season, because as soon as August hits and I'm thinking of fall, I instantly start feeling happier and just so excited and hopeful for the fall season. I just love everything about it. But I'm going to bring out these gorgeous chargers. They were from Dollar Tree. And then I have these really pretty scallop plates that I got from HomeSense in the spring. These napkin rings are new this year from Michaels. They had the pumpkins, leaves, and then also a turkey. And then I decided to purchase these really beautiful napkins from HomeSense. I didn't have anything that was burnt orange, and I needed something to really kind of pop off that really plain scalloped plate. So I thought these napkins were so perfect, and these napkin holders are absolutely stunning. They didn't have many left at my Michaels. I think a lot of people fell in love with them also, but they are definitely the perfect addition to my table setting, and they match that charger so perfectly. I love how this tablescape turned out. It's probably one of my favorites. Just everything about it is so me, and it brings me so much happiness just looking at it. I definitely just get so much enjoyment out of my fall decorating. I love having a channel, but even if I didn't have this channel, I would still decorate for me, because you have to do the things that bring you joy in life, those small things. And for me, decorating has always been one of them. But we're going to move over to that small little table now by my back door. I did purchase this gorgeous vase this year. I guess it's kind of a vase or a candle holder. I'm using it like a candle holder. And I love that really pretty amber glass. I think it's so perfect for fall. I would say even if you're a minimalistic decorator, one of the main things to focus on is lighting, just because it does make everything feel so cozy. I'm going to stack in these books as well as this candle just because it needed a little bit of height. And then this adorable hat that always makes me think of Anne of Green Gables. And I think that corner nook is just so cozy and pretty. I do hope you guys stay till the end of the video. I purchased some new furniture on the weekend and I'm not sure what I think of it, so I definitely want your guys' opinion. But I have my sweet little helper Holstein here. He was such a good boy during the whole filming. He's always such a little angel. But I really do love this space. I also want to show you guys what it looks like with all the lights off. Typically in the evenings, we just have our lamps on and candles and twinkle lights. And to me, that's when the space truly becomes magical. You guys will have to let me know if you started your fall decorating or if you've already finished it. I still have a couple more rooms to decorate, like my living room and my upstairs loft. I really want to take my time when I decorate, and I have to admit this room took me a few days to put together. I don't just put everything together in a few hours. Sometimes I do, but I feel like that's rare. I love to set it up and then play with it, and I just like to take my time and enjoy doing it. So definitely let me know how you decorate, if you go room by room or if you just like to do the whole house at once. I feel like we all do things a little bit differently. So I'm going to start talking about the new decor pieces I got just because they're going to show in just a few seconds. I went shopping on the weekend to IKEA. I was looking for some new bookshelves for my living room. So on the left is the one that I already have. I have two of these in the all white. And then I did purchase this new one with the wood tone. I think it's so gorgeous, but I'm just not sure if it's too dark for the space. This is how it looks in the natural light. So I think it's really pretty and I love the look of the actual shelf. I'm just not sure if it's too dark for the space. So the new shelf on the right does come in all white also. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to go all white again because that's what I have had. But now that I have more of the wood tone, I feel like maybe I do want the all white ones. I'm just not quite sure what to think. I use a lot of wicker decor, especially in the spring and summer, and I feel like it will just get lost on this bookshelf. So please let me know in the comments what you think. I'm really unsure. But until the next video, friends, take care and God bless.
Open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow.
Hi sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here for this week's decorating video, and today we're going to be decorating the living room for fall. This is the last room on my main level that I have to decorate, so I can't wait to make it feel really cozy and warm and welcoming and bring in all those gorgeous fall colors. Of course, I have my sweet little helper Holstein with me today. He's supervising me while I decorate. But I did want to share that I had purchased two new bookshelves for either side of the fireplace. A few videos ago, I shared them with all of you, but I didn't end up loving them. They were from IKEA. They were in a warm brown. I just felt they didn't go with the space as well as the white ones. So I did return the brown ones and kept the white ones. And I'm still deciding what I want to use in here. But for now, I think these ones look so beautiful. So I'm going to start by decorating the mantle. I always love to add a decorative wreath to this gorgeous mirror here. I feel like it brings some fall color. And then I had this really pretty wheat. I love the burlap ribbon around the edges. I decided to add that for some height. And this cute little pumpkin is a new addition. I got this while I was out thrifting for only $5. I love the stone terracotta look. So I thought I would layer this onto the mantle as well as this cute little pumpkin that was also thrifted for only $1. I did purchase this pumpkin new this year. The gold stem on it is so gorgeous. It's one of those soft pillow pumpkins, but I love that bright burnt orange color, so I decided to stack that on the other side of the mirror. And then I had this gorgeous garland. I actually purchased 2 of these this year. I used the other one in the dining room, but the colors are so pretty. There's some hints of yellow, and I love the green. So I did just use one of my 3M hooks. I attached one to each side, and then I'm just going to drape this garland right across the mantle. Typically when I'm decorating, I use more natural looking leaves, but for some reason I was so drawn to these. I purchased a few of these a few years ago, and I just cut the leaves into little sections, and I decided to layer this into the garland, and the bright burnt orange with the yellow is so pretty. And to me, it's just those traditional fall colors that I absolutely love. And this was such an easy, inexpensive way to bring in some color into the garland. Just by adding a few of these little branches, it instantly brightened it and made it feel so festive. For some texture, I'm going to go in with these almost berry looking twigs. I purchased these from Michael's a few years ago. It was one large stem, and then I just broke it into little pieces and decided to layer this into the garland as well. I think this is looking so pretty. It's definitely a lot more simplistic than I usually do if you've watched some of my other fall videos, but sometimes I think simple can be really elegant and pretty, and I wanted to add a lot more decor to my bookshelves, so I thought if I kept it a little bit more simple on the mantle, it would balance the look of the whole room. But of course, now I'm going to go in with some twinkle lights. I purchased these ones, I believe, from either Michael's or Costco. Costco brings them out every year around Christmas, and I do need to stock up again because I feel like they've disappeared. I can't find a lot of them in my collection, and I love to use these little fairy lights throughout my home in the fall and Christmas. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if you've done any fun fall activities. I can't wait to go to the apple orchard. It's something that I always look forward to doing, and the one that I always go to is now open, so I'm hoping to do that maybe this upcoming weekend. But let me know if you've done anything fun and what your favorite fall activities are. Moving over to my bookshelves, I have this gorgeous glass pumpkin. I did purchase this new this year from HomeSense. It was $9.99, but I fell in love with that gorgeous brown amber color. I've really been trying to incorporate more browns into my decor. I just think it brings so much warmth. I have this sweet little wood bowl, and I decided to add this gourd to it. I feel like in order to have things pop, it helps to have some darker pieces on my bookshelf. And then I'm going to add this cute little pumpkin stem that I purchased from Michael's. If you missed my last video, it was a thrift with me video, and I purchased a bunch of books from a thrift store that I absolutely love. They had so many books on sale for $1. I was looking for some burgundy ones and found so many. And then I have this gorgeous book stack. I had this custom made with my husband's, my name, and Holstein's, and I thought, why not display it? It's one of my favorite pieces. I just had it tucked away in my bedroom, but I thought it would look so pretty in the living room. And then I'm going to layer on this really pretty glass pumpkin. I absolutely love the shape of this basket. I believe it was from HomeSense, and I have 2 of them that I'm going to use on each side of my bookshelf. But I thought it would be so fun to fill it with pumpkins. You guys will have to let me know when I do my home tour how many pumpkins I have out this year. I'm not even sure how many, but it is a lot, and it's making me so happy. So let me know in the comments if you love pumpkins as much as I do. I purchased this little acorn from Michael's this year. It was buy one, get one free. I thought that was a great price, and typically I don't find a lot of acorns when I'm out shopping, so I decided to buy 2 of those, and then I'm going to tuck in this really gorgeous leaf that ties into the mantle. I was looking through the books that I purchased from the thrift store, and I thought it was so neat that they had these old bookmarks in here. I remember when I was young and I would go to the library, you would put your name in that little card. Just such a good memory growing up, and it brought back a lot of memories from childhood. Let me know if you guys remember that also when you sign a book out from the library, if you would put your name and the date on that little card. To bring in a little bit more texture, I'm adding this really wispy wreath, and then I'm going to layer in a pumpkin over top of this book with another leaf. I thought it just helped bring in those bright colors from the mantle onto the bookshelves. And again, I'm adding more books. I think these are not only decorative, but I also plan to read a bunch of them if I have some spare time. And then on this shelf, I'm going to add this gorgeous print. I have 2 of these, and I believe I got them from HomeSense last year. Aren't the color of the stems on here so gorgeous? These are my favorite fall colors. My husband took me on a drive through the country on the weekend, and I was just in awe of the beautiful fall colors. The leaves were changing and the crops were being harvested and the animals were out, and it just made me so happy. This time of year is truly one of my favorites. Let me know if fall is your favorite or if you have a different favorite season. But I'm trying to soak every little moment in because I know it's already going by so fast. Moving on to the last shelf, I am going to keep it pretty simple. I just thought the other shelves were quite full, so I'm adding this bowl with this soft plushy pumpkin. I love the plush pumpkins. I think they're so amazing because you can use them on the couch, in your bedroom, on a shelf. There's so many uses and they're so soft and cozy. I think this bookshelf turned out so pretty. It's probably one of my favorite ones I've done for fall. I think it's really well balanced. It has all the gorgeous colors I was looking for, and then the warmth from those cozy candlesticks. So we're going to move over to the other side now. Typically when I'm decorating my bookshelves, I do try to keep them somewhat symmetrical on each side. I don't know if you're the same way when you decorate, but I just feel like it's more pleasing to my eye. I did purchase this vase a few years ago from the thrift shop, and I thought the brown color would be perfect for fall. I also have this cute little pumpkin dish. This was a thrifted find for $2.99. I have a lot of thrifted fall decor, I'm realizing when I was looking at my decor stash, but I definitely have to go through my fall decor and just kind of purge some of the items that I'm probably no longer going to use. I want to get a little bit better at that. I kind of know what I might not love as much anymore, and I feel like it just makes it a little bit more manageable when you keep only the decor that you really love. I am keeping this basket the same way that I did on the other side, just adding more books to bring in some warmth and break up all that white from the bookshelves. And then I have this really pretty jug. I decided to add a really nice stem. It matches that wispy wreath that I added to the other side, and I'm just going to layer in a few more books. You guys will have to let me know in the comments what you've been up to. I'm trying to plan something special for my husband. He has a big birthday coming up October 1st, so I'm trying to think of something really nice that I can do for him. So let me know if you guys have any suggestions in the comments. I find it can be really hard to shop for men in general, and my husband is someone that always says he has everything that he needs, which he does. But I really wanted to do something kind and thoughtful and maybe something a little bit special because it is such a big birthday this year. So I would love to hear in the comments if you have any suggestions or little ways that you show your spouse that you love them. He definitely does so much for our family, and I really want him to feel loved and special on his birthday. As I'm editing this video and watching sweet little Holstein, I think he's so adorable. He just loves to watch me. Whatever I'm doing, he follows me around the house. I definitely think it's a Shih Tzu in him because he's part Bichon, part Shih Tzu. And I feel like the Shih Tzus are just a little bit more clingy. We had a Bichon Frise growing up and he was very independent, but I feel like Holstein's definitely a little clinger, but I wouldn't have it any other way. He's definitely the sweetest little boy, and he's brought me so much joy. So I think the bookshelves look so warm and cozy. They're everything that I wanted them to be. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comments. But we're going to move to this little table now. I did have this cute little sign that says welcome fall. It's actually one you can hang from the Dollar Tree. But I thought it would be so pretty to add this here and just welcome guests into the living room. And then I have these coasters. I purchased these a few years ago. I believe they're Ray done, and I love that bright pop of orange. For a little bit of height, I'm going to add this tall candlestick. And then I have one of my favorite candles from the Dublin Mercantile. I believe it's buttered maple, and it smells so good. I've had this candle now for a few years at least, and I bring it out every year and burn it, and it's still going strong. I feel like I might have this still in 10 years. It's like this candle never dissipates, even though I burn it quite often, but it makes the whole house smell so amazing. When I was out shopping at IKEA for my bookcases, I saw these really gorgeous pillow covers. I believe they were only $6 or $7 each, and I've actually never bought pillow covers really before that I can think of because they're hard to find here in Canada, and I typically don't order off Amazon a lot, so I thought I would buy those, and I'm so in love with pillow covers now. They take up so much less room, and I think it's going to be so much easier to store them. So I did have to move little Holstein out of the way. He was all comfy in his spot, but I gave him lots of belly rubs. He loves belly rubs, and I'm just going to layer in these 3 pillows. I think they all go together so well, and I knew as soon as I laid these pillows out, little Holstein was going to get comfortable right away. Probably one of the things that brings me the most joy in life is seeing little Holstein content and happy, and I'm sure you guys feel that way about your pets too. He just means everything to me, and seeing him lay on the cozy pillows or on a warm fuzzy blanket just looking so happy and content is truly one of my greatest joys. So I have this ottoman to the left here. We typically don't sit on it. I thought I would add this wispy wreath. It matches the one on the bookshelves. And then I'm going to layer in this rattan pumpkin. I used quite a few of these in my dining room, so just to pull in that texture. And then my favorite lantern is this one. I have a few of these. They're from Cozines. And in the evening, they look so gorgeous and realistic. This room is turning out even better than I imagined. I admit when I started decorating it, I was kind of in a decorating rut. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I think it turned out so pretty. And now I'm going to add in this gorgeous blanket. I did purchase it new this year, and I fell in love with it. I love that bright burnt orange as well as the subtle pumpkins on it. I think it's so perfect, and it ties in so well to my dining room table and all the colors that I used in this room. I typically try and film a lot of my fall decor in the evening so you can see all the lights, because I try to use a lot of candle lights, twinkle lights, lanterns, but it was such a gorgeous day, and sometimes I feel like in the natural light you can really see the colors and the beauty of the whole room. So I'm going to show some night clips at the end just so you can see how beautiful everything looks in the evening. So we're going to move over to this little stool here. I kind of use it as a side table. To it, I'm going to add another lantern as well as this cute little thrifted pumpkin. You guys will have to let me know in the comments what you think of how the living room turned out. I can't wait to share a home tour with you guys, and you can see how well the dining room and the kitchen decor goes so well together with the living room. I think everything flows together really well. I do plan on decorating my porch hopefully this weekend. I'm definitely a little bit behind, but I hope to get lots more fall inspiration out. I want to decorate my loft upstairs also, so let me know if you'd like to see that. But I will just include some clips now of how everything looks as well as the night clips. And I just wanted to thank you so much for coming and spending some time with me every week on my channel. I am truly so grateful for each and every one of you. But friends, until the next video, take care and God bless.
Open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around.
Hi sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here for this week's decorating video, and today we're decorating the front porch for fall. I'm so excited. I always look forward to decorating the porch every fall especially, and I have all my decor laid out. I purchased so many pumpkins this year. I was thinking initially maybe I wouldn't purchase as many, but then when I went to our local pumpkin patch, I found so many gorgeous ones I couldn't resist. I also have some beautiful mums as well as some corn stalks, and then I wanted to add in a wicker basket as well as some cozy lanterns to give a little bit of ambient lighting at night. I did purchase most of my fall decor from Fall Harvest Farm. I've shared their farm before in my front porch decorating videos, but I absolutely love coming here every year. Everything is just so well organized, and it's the nicest family that own this place. And me and my husband just look forward to coming here every year. They have so many pumpkins to choose from, as well as hay bales, corn stalks. They have a whole inside part with baked goods. So there's just so much to see and do here. This was actually the second time that I've been here this year. I went the first time a few weeks ago. They didn't have as much out as they do now, so I thought I would come back when they had more out. But I love browsing. Look at all the squashes. They're so beautiful, and I love that they give you a description of everything because I really wouldn't know a lot of these by name. These mini pumpkins are so cute. I love the long stems on them, and this one was so unique. I don't know if I loved it, but I do think it was so unique. And then they had these lunch lady gourds. I've never even heard of them, but so pretty, as well as these peach pumpkins. I love the color of these. I thought this display was so pretty with all these mini pumpkins. I love the white ones, and I do typically buy some white ones, but I do find they kind of yellow as the season goes on, which I don't love. These red eye squash were so pretty, and then they just had wagonfuls of pumpkins and squashes, and it was just making me feel all the autumn feels with the leaves falling and all the beautiful pumpkins. Definitely one of our favorite traditions. Let me know if you guys go to any pumpkin patches or local farms if you have your own traditions. I'm actually not sure what these are called or if they're squashes. I think they might be, but my mom always used to get me one of these. They almost look like a swan. I think they're so pretty and they bring back such good memories for me. But I had my wagon all loaded up with my pumpkins, and then as I was leaving, I found these light peach ones, so I added them to the cart, and then some mini hay bales, and by the time we left, the cart was overflowing, so I had to leave that clip in. But let's get started on the porch. I'm going to start by using this large fall pumpkin. I think I've had this now 4 or 5 years. It was from Winners or HomeSense. I believe it was $59.99, but it is so gorgeous. I love the colors, and it's just something I want to pull out every year when I'm decorating the front porch. And then I decided to add some corn stalks to either side of the front door. I feel like this adds such a welcoming look, and it offers a little bit of privacy for me as well. There's something about decorating the front porch for fall that really makes it feel like fall, and I know today is the official first day of fall, so I am so excited for that. I do have this simple welcome mat with the scalloped edges here, and then I have this really rusty, chippy wagon. I believe it was from a garage sale many years ago. It's one I love to pull out in the fall and at Christmas, and I thought I would tuck it into this little nook by the front door. I do have this gorgeous rose of Sharon bush. This was from my brother and sister-in-law. This always makes me think of my mom, whose name was Sharon. So I absolutely love that. I'm going to add a hay bale now to this wagon. This one fit in perfectly. I didn't even measure it, but that worked out really well. And I thought this was such a cute look, the wagon with the hay bale. I have this metal pumpkin candle holder, I believe. I think it's from Party Light or somewhere like that. I just got it off Facebook Marketplace a few years ago, and I thought I would use it outside this year for something different. I decided to add a little pumpkin to the middle, and I think that looks so adorable just sitting on top of the hay bale in the wagon. I really love to use my decor in different ways every year. I had this apple basket. I decided to fill it with some pumpkins and a gourd and just kind of tuck this beside the wagon. And then I had this really cute round apple basket. I filled it with a scarecrow and a pumpkin. I thought the pumpkin was a little bit low, so I just used some sticks to kind of prop that pumpkin up. And I think this corner turned out so cute. It's very simple, but it just says fall to me. I have these adorable twinkle light lanterns, and I actually bought these from Dollarama. I think they were $5 each. They take batteries. They are so pretty. I thought they would look so stunning in the evening just to add a cozy glow to the front door. I'm so excited because this area is turning out so pretty. It's a lot more simple probably than I've done in years past, but I think it looks so pretty, and sometimes simplistic decor can just be as elegant. It's more pleasing to the eye sometimes than a ton of decor. So I think the pared down decorations look so pretty. To my chairs here, I'm going to add these velvet burnt orange pillows. These are another staple that I use out here every year, and I absolutely love. Something different I thought I would do out here is use this basket. I typically use this on top of my fridge inside, but since the porch is covered, I thought that I could get away with using this really pretty basket out here. As I was doing this, the sky started to turn dark and it was rumbling, so I knew a storm was coming, but I'm going to add these pumpkins in here now. I thought it would look really pretty just filled with pumpkins. Again, very simplistic, but with that warm wicker and the burnt orange, I think it looks so cozy and warm. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if you have a front porch to decorate or if you decorate a back porch. Here the wind is starting to pick up, as you can see from this clip. I just used this cozy scarf as a little blanket on my footstool, and I added a little pumpkin kind of to keep the scarf in place, but I also think it looks so cute. So the rain started pouring and it was coming down so hard I had to actually go inside for a little bit. But I'm going to put these two gorgeous mums in my front planters. I actually got these from Costco. I think they were $15.99 each. So stunning. And then I started layering in all my pumpkins. You can see everything's wet. It was raining. So my sweet husband layered in my pumpkins for me so I didn't have to get wet. But I think they look so stunning, and I loved the gorgeous stacked ones. Now it's kind of darker in the evening. I'm going to show you how everything looks in the daylight. I just was losing daylight. It was storming. It was raining. Nothing really went as planned, but that's okay. That's how it goes sometimes. But I do think everything looks really pretty, and I might actually add some twinkle lights to these corn stalks right by the front door. I think that would look so cozy and pretty for the evenings. Like I mentioned, the weather turned so fast here. It was kind of overcast, but the whole day had been really sunny and beautiful. And then it just changed in the blink of an eye. So this is the next day. I think everything looks so pretty. Again, very simplistic, but those pops of orange just make me so happy. I can't wait to sit out here and enjoy a coffee, read a book, and just enjoy all the beauty that fall has to offer. I wanted to also show you guys our trip to the apple orchard that we went to this past weekend. I thought it'd be really fun to share that with you guys. That's another one of our favorite traditions, is going apple picking. And it's just something we look forward to every year. I think those little moments that you do and those traditions that you have make the seasons a little bit more enjoyable. So definitely leave me a comment what some of your favorite fall traditions are. So this was our little trip on Saturday to the apple orchard. It was such a gorgeous day. The skies were so blue. The leaves were starting to change color. The drive here was so gorgeous. This place is actually very close to Fall Harvest Farm, so I love that. It's a local family, I believe, that runs this farm also, and we've come here now probably for the past 2 or 3 years. They did have this little map this year with the different apples that they had to offer, and I really love the Honeycrisp apples. So those are the ones that we decided to pick this year. I think they taste the best, but let me know what your favorite kind of apple is in the comments. Everything is decorated so beautifully here. I love the arches with the leaves. It almost feels like you're in a fall romance movie. Everything was just so beautiful. And I feel like these were probably really popular apples. At least these aisles seemed a little bit more depleted than years past. But again, we might just be coming a bit later. I think typically I've went the weekend before apple picking. I don't even know how long this goes for, but I had so much fun. And then we actually went to my dad's house this past weekend and we brought a bag there and we brought some caramel dip. So that was so yummy to eat these apples dipped in caramel sauce. And I got this whole basket. I believe it was $30 and the apples were huge. They then offered apple fritters. I think it was 6 for $9, which I thought was a great deal. And they had some fresh cider. I think this might have been $8 if I'm remembering correctly. But we decided to take our treats and go sit under this gorgeous tree by this pond or lake. I'm not even sure what it's technically called, but we just had the best weekend. So I hope you enjoyed today, friends. Take care and God bless.